Today I'm going to show you guys how to drill tuner holes specifically for these vintage style tuning machines. Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. We're coming to the end of the year and I've got a bunch of video ideas that I still want to do before we close out 2024. And one of them is a pretty neat tool that StewMac sells. You guys might already know about it, but on the off chance that you don't, I want to bring you guys up to speed. So what I have in my hand here is a neck that I was building in conjunction with our inaugural essential neck building workshop that was actually in two parts. Part one, we built a Fender style neck and a practice neck. Part two, we built a mahogany set neck style neck, and this is the one I built alongside the rest of the guys in the class. But I wanted to save this step for a video. One, because I had all the guys do this on their practice neck. I had them put in vintage style bushings and tuner holes. And two, nobody wanted to do that on their set neck style angled headstock neck. They wanted to go with standard 10mm bushings or tuner holes. So I thought, great idea, no problem. We'll drill the holes for the vintage style tuners on this neck, and we'll make a video about it. So what am I talking about here? Well, these Goto machine heads, they have a 1/4-inch hole. You know what? I'll just pull one out of the old box here. They have a 1/4-inch. And if I can get that in the picture there. They have a 1/4-inch shaft, and they have a bushing that is, pull one out here. I know what the measurement is, but I want you guys to see this on the camera. Come on, dang it. Okay, they have a bushing that goes on top and is a press fit into the guitar's head, and this bushing is 349. Okay, so the bushings actually, like I say, they press fit into the headstock first, and then you push the tuner assembly through the back, and the bushing keeps this little 1/4-inch guy from wiggling around. Well, the problem is that if you drill the hole all the way through at, in this case, 340 for the bushing, then you've got some wiggling around in the back of the tuner, and I mean, that'd probably work, but that's not cool, right? So what I want to do today is I want to show you guys about a super cool, let me get that out of the camera way. I want to show you a super cool way to do this, and a super cool tool from Stuart McDonald that you can get. And these aren't particularly expensive, and they'll save you a lot of time. These are Peghead bushing reamers, and they look like this. But if I show you in the package, it's not nearly as cool, right? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drill 6 1/4-inch holes through my headstock where I have them marked on my headstock here. So let me get a close-up of the drill press, and I'll show you guys. Well, it's not going to be very exciting for you to watch me drill 6 1/4-inch holes, but we're going to do it anyway. The cool part is going to be the bushing reamer, which if that's cool to you, then you and I have a lot in common, and we both need to get more exciting lives. Anyway, let's change the camera angle, and we'll get a close-up of the drill press here. Okay, in my drill press, I have a 1/4-inch drill bit, and it's running pretty true. It's a brad point, so it's going to match up with the holes that I have marked and used a scratch awl to indicate where the brad point's going to go. If you've ever been to a workshop, you know that Chris calls a scratch awl a sticky pokey. But anyway, what that's going to do is it's going to allow the brad point of the drill bit somewhere to give me a place to aim, right? All right, hoping in the camera here. I think I need to change the angle after this one so you guys can see. So you'll notice that I have a backer board under my headstock. That does a couple things. One, because my headstock is angled, it allows the neck to kind of dangle into space here. And two, if I do it right and I hold the headstock up against the backer board nice and snug, I don't get any tear out. So that's a good thing. All right, let's switch camera angles so you guys can see what's actually happening here. All right, that's better. I hope. That's still a dodgy camera angle. All right, let's try this one more time. I'm going to move it again so that my arm isn't in the way. All right, it is my most sincere hope that you guys can see this time. But you know, again, when you don't have a camera person, it's kind of working without a net. All right, here we go. As soon as I see the maple come up from the other side, I know I've gone all the way through. As long as I don't drill into any of these holes down here, I shouldn't have any tear out on the back of my headstock. And one more and we'll be done with this part. All right, I hope you guys could see that okay. As you will notice, the back of my headstock doesn't have a bunch of tear out on it because I used a nice backer block here. And as you probably could see in that, my neck is able to, if I tried to do it here, well, it's not going to work. I have to have it elevated a little bit. All right, now as you will be able to tell here in just a second, the tuner goes right through the hole in the back, but I have no room, no clearance at all for my my 349 bushing to go in the top, okay? But I have what I want, which is a nice snug fit for the actual tuner to go in, and man, this thing is gonna be awesome. Okay, let me show you the tuner bushing reamer that we're gonna use to make the top holes excellent. And that is, I'm gonna get it in the camera there, that is this tool here. Now, what's going to happen is this 1/4 inch pin is going to fit in my 1/4 inch hole, okay, just like that. And this cutter, again, let me see if I can get in the picture. This cutter is actually going to cut the 340 diameter hole almost all the way through. In fact, it's going to come this way and grind, and it's going to stop when the end of the when the end of the cutting tool hits my my backer block. It's probably easier to just show you than it is for me to attempt to explain it. So all we're going to do, is pull out the 1/4 inch drill bit, and we're going to fit in this. Essentially, it's a milling bit. Okay, now I don't know what kind of milling bit it is. It reminds me of a spot facing tool. Though I don't know, you machinists out there will probably be able to correct me on that. But anyway, it's as you can see, what's going to happen is we're going to get down to the end of the, hold on, let me move the camera one more time. So as I was saying, when we get down to the bottom of the, to where the bottom of this, I'm going to call it a spot facing tool, and it might be wrong. When we get to the bottom of this tool, hits the my maple block here, it's not going to have anywhere else to go, so it's going to stop cutting the 340 hole, okay? Again, it's probably easier for me to just show you than it is for me to attempt to explain it to you. Here we go. Now, as you can see, maybe you can see, now I have a stepped hole. I have 340 on the front of the headstock for my bushing to go in, and I have 1/4 of an inch on the back for the shaft of my tuner to reside. So 5 more to go, and this will be done. Remember, I've got to keep it on this angle here, because I want my bushings to be perpendicular. I want the hole for my bushing to be perpendicular to the headstock face. And since the back of my headstock is parallel to the face of my headstock, that's what I'm going to get. I'm probably not showing you guys this effectively. On this very last one, let's see if I can get it to where it shows you what I'm up to. Here we go. It's hard to hold it. Okay. Remember, this portion of the tool, wow, hot now. It's not, it doesn't have any cutting head on it. So getting it to fit into this hole, you can just kind of guide it in, it'll find its own hole. If you said that's what she said, tell me you don't have a girlfriend without telling me you don't have a girlfriend. All right, so check it out, gang. Now I have 6 perfectly sized counterbore holes that are exactly the same size, actually slightly under than the bushings that we're going to be using, and for these Godot tuners. So what happens is, and then I can show you here, when this guitar is getting ready to be assembled, this bushing will get pressed in, okay, and then the tuner will come back through the other side, and it will look a little like this in the tuner. Ain't that cool? So I know that a lot of you guys would say, well, Matt, why wouldn't I just drill a hole and then get another drill bit and drill from the top? And if that's the way that you guys do it, I'm not trying to insult you. That's a totally acceptable way to go. However, this tool in my drill press here, this tuner bushing reamer, makes the job easier and makes the job, I know for a fact that my bushing hole is going to have the same center as my tuner hole, because I'm not having to drill like a, I don't know, like a 16th hole all the way through and then drill halfway with one and then flip it over and then drill the halfway with the other, or even worse, drill 1/4 of an inch all the way hole, drill a 1/4 inch hole all the way through, and then attempt to get my my bushing drill bit to like exactly center up. I'm sure there are ways you can do that and get it perfect. This kind of takes it eliminates a lot of pilot error. How about that? So anyway, gang, I hope that you dug this, and if you've ever wanted to put the vintage style tuners on your guitar, heck, even if you wanted to put like the Hipshot vintage style tuners or these Gotos or whatever you want, if you like that style tuner, this is a really cool tool to make life easier and to make things, I don't know, just make things easier, make things perfect, and they're not particularly expensive. And let me tell you, if you get one of these wrong on a guitar you've been working on for a long, long time, and you'll be like, man, I should have spent the 30 bucks. You know what I mean? So, okay. Anyway, gang, and oh, of course, this tool, along with all the tools from Stuart McDonald, come with a lifetime warranty. So if you ever have any problems with it, if it ever gives you any issue, call StewMac and they'll make it right. I don't know how many videos I have to make where I tell you guys how good StewMac stuff is, but I'm going to keep doing it because I'm a mega huge fan. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. If you have any questions about what we did in the video, or you want to buy the tool from StewMac, of course, there's a link in the description below. If you got any questions, though, leave them in the comment section. I try to answer those as often as I possibly can, though I have been busy lately and I haven't been as good about that as I should be. If you want to come to one of our essential neck building or essential bodybuilding workshops, those are going to be listed on the website for 2025. There's nothing up there right now, but there will be more. Like I said, this neck was what we built in part 2. You got to take part 1 before you take part 2. That's just the way it goes. And I think that I'm going to be building a super cool body for this. I think this is going to be a bound SG shaped body. I know that you guys are like, hey man, I thought you said only all SG should be neck through. They should, but this one isn't going to be. Because I think set neck ones are cool too, but neck throughs are probably cooler. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. All right, guys. Do the like thing, do the subscribe thing, join us on Patreon, join us on YouTube. Make sure to tune in every Thursday night for our live stream. And until next time, this is your old Uncle Matt reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. You don't have to just leave snarky comments on mine. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you later.